Calaroga Shark Media.
From Washington, D.C., home of the White House Correspondents' Dinner, where Matt Friend bombed, but at least he didn't kill a puppy, this is Ballot.
Today, we've got quite the lineup for you. First up, we'll dive into the jokes and jabs from the White House Correspondents' Dinner. And the former president couldn't resist firing back on Truth Social. Colin Jost hosted the White House Correspondents' Dinner last night, which meant not only did I have to work Saturday because Biden went on Howard Stern, I have to work today too. Sheesh. We did edit this clip for pacing.
I didn't know you were going to show photos of me from high school.
That's surprises.
Yeah, it's not really fair. You can't do it for President Biden because the technology wasn't invented when he was in high school. It's not really fair. Good evening, everyone. I'm Colin Jost, and I'll be delivering the Republican response. I'll be honest with you, I don't have a lot of time. I need to get back to New York because I'm juror number 5 on a big trial. Trump's lawyer took one look at me and he's like, he's got to be on our side. Thank you, Kelly, for that very kind introduction. Mr. President, Dr. Biden, Vice President Harris, Doug. Doug, as you can tell from all the comments about my wife, I'm also used to being the second gentleman. And I am honored to be here hosting what is, according to swing state polls, the final White House Correspondents' Dinner. I hope that tonight will be a night to remember for most of us. I was excited to be up here on stage with President Biden tonight, mostly to see if I could figure out where Obama was pulling the strings from. I have to admit, it's not easy following President Biden. I mean, it's not always easy following what he's saying, like...
Jost also mocked the age of both candidates. I'm not saying both candidates are old, but you know Jimmy Carter is out there thinking, I could maybe win this thing. Can we just acknowledge how refreshing it is to see a president of the United States at an event that doesn't begin with a bailiff saying all rise? Trump reacted around 1 a.m., posting on Truth Social. The White House Correspondents' Dinner was really bad, and Crooked Joe was an absolute disaster. Doesn't get much worse than this. Biden had jokes of his own.
Of course, the 2024 election is in full swing. And yes, age is an issue. I'm a grown man running against a 6-year-old.
Biden also joked, Trump's so desperate he started reading those Bibles he's selling. Then he got to the first commandment, you shall have no other gods before me. That's when he put it down and said, this book's not for me. Jost took several swipes at Trump saying, I love that Trump's 2 attacks on Biden are that he's a senile old man and a criminal mastermind. I think you've got to pick one. Personally, I don't know any criminal masterminds who bike to get ice cream. Comedian Matt Friend kind of bombed. Sure, it was a tough room, but his material was tough too. Here's a clip, which we've edited for pacing.
I will tell you, it is really a tremendous opportunity to be at the most failed dinner anybody's ever seen. Great to see you losers. A lot of people say that. Hello, everybody. Why is it so quiet? What's happening? It's quieter than Sleepy Joe. Hello, Joe. How are you? Great to see you. We're going to debate, right? That's what they're saying. There's a lot of stars here. There's a lot of great people. There's Scarlett Johannesburg. Scarlett is here from Black Widow. I love the blacks. I really love the blacks. It's true. You have a lot of people that could potentially be a vice president. You have Lara Trump, who's a lot better than Ronna McDonald. Who doesn't love Ronna McDonald, right? I'm loving it. You like a Happy Meal, right? You like that? But I will tell you, this dinner, you're so tight. It's so uptight, right? This dinner is sadder than Taylor Swift's new album, The Tortured President's Department, right? Look at him, the white tuxedo. He doesn't like me too much, right? But I will tell you, the Chinese apps are being banned. It's horrible. We have to post our David Peckers on Snapchat now. That's what they're saying. Let's face it, folks. I'm on fire right now like the guy outside the courthouse, right? Not soon enough. Not soon enough. But I will tell you, I am killing this dinner harder than Kristi Noem kills the puppies. Moving on, please.
Even a criminal trial can't stop Donald Trump from being a loving husband. In a touching display of marital devotion, the former president took a moment outside the New York City courthouse to wish his wife, Melania, a happy birthday. Because nothing says I love you like a press conference in front of a swarm of reporters and cameras. At your trial, which involves a porn star. That's right. Melania turned 54 on Friday, and Trump made sure to let everyone know that he'd rather be celebrating with her than sitting through what he calls a rigged trial. I mean, can you blame the guy? Who wouldn't prefer a fancy birthday dinner over listening to hours of testimony about alleged hush money payments to a porn star? Trump didn't just wish Melania a happy birthday once. He did it twice. Of course, Trump couldn't resist taking a few jabs at the trial while he was at it. He called it terrible, unconstitutional, and rigged. Because apparently, that's just how he describes anything he doesn't like. I'm surprised he didn't throw in a fake news or witch hunt for good measure. And let's not forget the fact that Melania is nowhere to be seen at the courthouse. She's apparently in Florida, probably enjoying a much more relaxing birthday than her husband. I guess when you're married to Donald Trump, you learn to take your celebrations where you can get them. So happy birthday, Melania. Your husband may be facing 34 felony counts and a potential prison sentence, but at least he took a moment to acknowledge your special day in front of the entire world. It looks like South Dakota Governor Kristi Noem has found herself in the doghouse with a group of Democratic governors. And no, it's not because she forgot to pick up after her pooch during a walk in the park. Nope. It's because of a story in her upcoming book about killing her family dog. Yikes. According to the passage, which was first reported by The Guardian, Noem got frustrated with her nearly 14-month-old wire-haired pointer, Cricket, during a hunting trip. So what did she do? She took the dog to a gravel pit on her property and shot it. And then, in a move that's sure to win her the Dog Owner of the Year award, she wrote that it was not a pleasant job but had to be done. Yeah, because that's totally normal behavior for a pet owner. Now I know what you're thinking. Wow, she sounds like the perfect fit for the Trump ticket. After all, nothing says make America great again like a little casual animal cruelty, right? Now, to be fair, Trump hasn't actually picked Noem as his running mate yet. But given his track record of surrounding himself with questionable characters, it's not entirely out of the realm of possibility. I mean, this is a guy who once hired a communications director who threatened to gut a reporter like a fish. So a little puppy murder might not be a deal breaker for him. But hey, maybe Trump will surprise us all and pick a running mate who actually likes animals. Someone who, I don't know, doesn't have a history of shooting defenseless creatures for fun. Then again, this is Donald Trump we're talking about. The only animals he seems to care about are the ones he can slap his name on and turn into tacky hotel decorations. A group of Democratic governors decided to start a social media trend. Minnesota Governor Tim Walz kicked things off by posting a photo of himself feeding his dog and encouraging others to post a picture with your dog that doesn't involve shooting them and throwing them in a gravel pit. Michigan Governor Gretchen Whitmer and New Jersey Governor Phil Murphy quickly joined in, posting photos of themselves hugging and cuddling with their furry friends. But the Democratic National Committee took things to a whole new level. In a statement, they referred to themselves as the Dogmocratic Party, and went after Noem for her truly disturbing and horrifying book passage. I guess when you're the party of dog lovers, you have to take a stand against animal cruelty, even if it means making terrible puns in the process. Now I know what you're thinking. But wait, isn't Kristi Noem seen as a possible running mate for former President Trump? Surely he wouldn't stand for this kind of behavior. Well, let's be real. This is the same guy who once said he could shoot someone on Fifth Avenue and not lose any voters. So, I'm pretty sure a little dog murder isn't going to faze him. But hey, at least we can all take comfort in the fact that there are still some politicians out there who know how to treat their pets with love and respect. And if you're ever in doubt about how to handle a misbehaving pooch, just remember, hugs, not slugs. It's a simple message, but one that apparently needs to be repeated for some people. So, there you have it, folks. The 2024 presidential race is shaping up to be a real dogfight. And if Trump does end up picking Kristi Noem as his running mate, let's just say the phrase, dog eat dog world, will take on a whole new meaning. If you'd like these episodes ad-free, do whatever it is the promo is telling you. Something about Apple Podcasts subscriptions. I think if you click on it in the Apple Podcasts app, you can get all the shows on the network ad-free for $5 a month. Portions of this show may have been created by AI. Happy birthday, Melania.